Hello, and welcome to another episode of Gamers Remorse. Today we'll be playing Monster City Planners, a game by Gary Dahl that you can find on I was about to say Kickstarter, it's not Kickstarter yet.
It will be Kickstarted.
It will be Kickstarted. So you will be able to Kickstart it, or you can find it on the Game Crafter.
Monster City Planners is a game by Sugar Pill Studios for 2 to 4 players and takes under 30 minutes to play. In Monster City Planners, the objective is to achieve certain construction goals through building, destroying, or moving pieces around a small 4x5 grid. There are several different building types and 2 different grids to use. In Monster City Planners, each player chooses cards through the ever-famous card drafting mechanic to create a custom set of cards, personal to each player. The cards have dual use, as possible actions and goals to achieve are stated on each card. Players take turns spending those cards or holding those cards back to redeem for points at the end of the round. After several rounds, the player with the most points wins.
So are we going to address the gorilla in the room?
You may notice we have replaced Sean today with a special guest of the primate portial family.
Probably.
What are you doing?
Do you need a banana?
I'm at a loss for words. Alright, let's play Monster City Planners.
Hey guys, it's me the whole time! What? I know!
I thought you said you couldn't make it.
I know!
He looks more intelligent with it on.
Oh.
Alright, let's play some games.
So I will deal out 7 cards for each player. So look at your hand, pick a card, and pass it to the left. To decide who goes first, we see who has the most green trucks in the upper left corner of their cards. I can proudly state that I have 2 green truck cards.
I also have 2.
So Eric, start us off with a bang.
I will build a road. I will place it here.
I will build a factory, and I'm going to build it right here.
I'm going to carry out and move any building or road in one direction. Don't start singing One Direction. I went the one direction, and let me tell you, there's nothing there. I came back and went the other direction.
I'll build complex.
You know what you should never do?
Build a complex.
Build a complex.
Oh no.
Just slide a building in one direction.
Oh noes. Really? The one card that I wanted to... Oh. Alright, changing strategies. Sorry, that's what took me so long. Alright, I'm gonna build a factory right here.
Bleep, bloop,
I'm
blop.
going to replace that factory with a station.
No!
I am going to swap that station with that blue cube.
I'm gonna add a little chaos now because there's no way for me to win this game.
Okay.
So I'm going to replace one building with a road or complex. I am going to replace this road now becomes
A road.
a complex.
Well, that just ruined that whole thing, so I can play this card now.
See, you almost made me really happy, and then you made me really sad.
I did?
Yeah.
Yeah. Were you trying to talk me into destroying that
Maybe.
factory? Yeah.
I may have been trying to convince you to destroy the factory.
The station, the orange.
The orange one.
Yeah, the orange
Station.
one.
I'm just going to flat out demolish that complex.
Someone's got hate for complexes. I'm gonna build a road.
This is about to get really entertaining. I'm going to demolish one building or road next to any factory. I think I'm going to demolish this.
This game is an interesting one.
Well, you guys... unbeknownst to yourselves, you stopped me from getting any points this round because something you did and something he did.
So you're just being a jerk.
Yeah, I'm taking everyone out. I'm being the gorilla in the room.
You're being that guy.
I'm being that guy.
Never ask a gorilla to help you build a city.
This is
Never.
It's actually fitting that I'm wearing this. Here you guys are trying to build stuff, city planning,
And build a station.
and I'm just destroying everything.
Yeah.
I think I wore the right costume.
Yeah, you did. Demolish one building or road and destroy that station.
I am going to swap any two buildings. It serves my purposes.
Or lack thereof.
Right.
I'm gonna
Ooh,
pass.
Pass.
I'm going to reinforce to draw a
Tapping out.
card.
Oh. And that was your move then?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to demolish a building or road next to any volcano.
I'm going to demolish a building or road next to any road.
Nice! I guess I have to pass.
I have to pass too.
You could have had a chance to play too, just because you passed doesn't mean that
Oh.
you should demolish it so we know for a
If you
fact.
can demolish that road and make this entire turn pointless.
This is hilarious. This is something we didn't see in the previous playthrough, and it is hysterical to me.
I wouldn't have thought this possible.
Okay. Alright, so you passed,
I
so we're
passed.
donesies. What do you guys have? 0?
0.
0?
Okay. So we will now leave all of the development on the board,
All one road.
and we will redo the drafting process.
The monsters were out of hand this turn. We need to figure that out.
Really?
All right, green trucks.
I have 5.
Dies like a truck. 4. What a me.
4.
So I get to go first.
Yes.
I am going to build a factory.
Yes, money penny. Building a factory, money penny. I'm gonna draw one card to my hand.
Psh, lame.
I'm gonna build a factory.
You would build a factory. I'm going to build a station.
Those 2 cards have proven useless. I'm gonna build a complex.
I'm gonna pass. I can still play, right?
Yep.
If
Yeah.
I decide.
I'm going to build a road.
Very interesting. Volcanic eruption occurred and got rid of us.
I am going to pass.
I'm going to build a station.
I'm gonna demolish the complex next to the station.
What?
You just helped me out.
Thank you! You just helped me out. I'm still passing.
I'm gonna swap 2 neighboring buildings. I don't know if that does anything to anyone.
I'm still passing.
I'm gonna build 1 road. I'm gonna put it here. Because one of you has the must have 2 roads at the end to get points.
Yay!
You totally just gave him 4 points.
Well, then it's your turn, Brian.
I pass. And that's the game.
Yep. How many points did everyone get?
I have 12.
I got 0 because I
It
have
was
no
more-
cards. What do you have, Eric?
7.
But on that note,
Victory! All right, let's go right into our reviews of the game. I liked the game. It was an interesting game. I liked the artwork on the cards. I liked the premise. I found it immensely frustrating to play the game with these jokers. This round, I actually got 0 points the entire game. And part of that was because...
part of that was your choice.
Right, absolutely. I still don't know a proper strategy of picking cards. I guess this is one of those games you don't want to go into thinking that you can win based on a couple of strategies you have. You have to be very dynamic in how you play the game. So, quality of components, I liked it. I thought there was the proper amount of cards in it. I like these little wooden pieces. Quality of components, I'll give that a 1.5. Good balance of skill to luck, I'm gonna give that a half out of 0 to 1. Just because, like I said, there is some skill there based upon what cards you have left to use. But it's entirely luck of what everyone else's agenda is. Analysis paralysis, yeah, as the game goes on, it's a lot of, well, do I do this one or that one? Or particularly during card drafting mechanic, that's when people spend most of their time. But I think as you play it, you know, when you get down to 2 cards, all you can do is pass or play. So, I mean, that it gets faster, which is nice, because a lot of games it gets slower. So I'll give that a half. Theme, I think he got the theme to work well with this. The whole idea that you're trying to build a city and there's monsters destroying parts of it. And I was that monster for 2 rounds. So I thought that worked well. So I'll give that a 1.5. Thrill versus competitive, yeah, I would say it's very competitive. I felt a lot of thrill until you realize that there's nothing you can do. But that was just me, right? Brian and Eric were still going throughout all of it. So I'll give that a 2. And then was it fun? I'll give it a 1 just because I had a lot of fun with it, but at the same time, once you know you can't do anything, it's just waiting for it to end, which is better than player elimination, but at the same time, it can be frustrating. Brian, what do you think?
I enjoyed the game. I mean, it did some things I found quite interesting. There was some nitpickery here and there, which I'll explain as we hit the rubric. So let's just start with the visuals on a scale of 1 to 2, or 0 to 2. I'm gonna give this a 1.5. I loved the graphics. It was just kind of a fun, amusing kind of entertainment. The images kind of explained the cards, but with creative freedom. I liked that the cards had a scoring mechanism versus an action mechanism, and so you had to kind of choose how to play them. I made a mistake in which I played one I was going to use to score, and I had to change my strategy, which ended up probably being better for me, because I would have gotten 4 points with the other card. As opposed to the 9 points that I got from the one I ended up. So I mean, I gave that 1.5 out of 2. For skill luck, I gave it a 1 because there's luck in the draw, but with drafting, there's a lot of skill that overcomes that luck. There's luck on what other people play, but that's them implying their skill. So it's kind of really cool the way that was balanced. As far as pacing, again, there's a chance for bad pacing, mostly early in the game. At that same time, while they're slow, you have to think, what can I do? So I thought that ended up working fairly well. So on a 0 to 2, I gave that a 1. For the theme and immersion, 1 out of 2 as well. I mean, I don't really feel like I'm playing in a city. I don't feel like I'm a monster destroying it, but I don't feel like that's what he's going for. I feel like we are building something and Sean is destroying it. But it felt fun. It was enjoyable. I felt like I wasn't just following a set of mechanics. There was a theme that I got to imply when I was doing things. And then the mechanics, I kind of mentioned it before. I really liked how they were done. So I'm going to give that 1 out of 1. And then fun, it was definitely fun. I'm going to give it a 1.5 for fun. I would definitely play it again. It's a game that I would use as filler, but it's also the game that after you play it, you'd probably be like, you know what, let's play it again. A really quick game. And you might do that 3 or 4 times, and you're like, weren't we going to play something else? But I just thought it worked really well, and that comes to a final score of 7.
What do you think, Eric?
It was definitely fun. For me, I felt like the board there, it was small. It was easy to knock pieces around, but I mean overall that didn't take away from gameplay or how fun it was. It was easy to play. I don't know if I'd call it skill, but more mischief involved. Like, okay, I know that there's this card out there and someone has that. Let's counter it with this. I don't know, I'd probably give this around 6.
Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you guys next time. Shed monkey.
I think I got fleas.
Yeah, you should get that checked.